Prove. To prove something is to show that it is true.
My teacher proved the answer on the board.
Store. A store is a place where you can buy things.
I picked up a few things at the grocery store.
Old. Someone who is old has lived for many years.
My mother is 70 years old now.
Drop. To drop is to fall, or allow something to fall.
A small amount of water dropped from the bottle.
Wonder. To wonder is to ask yourself questions, or have a need to know.
The young mother wondered if she'd have a boy or a girl.
Above. If something is above, it is at a higher level than something else.
He straightened the sign that was above the crowd.
Demonstrate. To demonstrate something is to show how it is done.
She demonstrated her plan to her coworkers.
Dinner. Dinner is the main meal eaten in the evening.
I had a hamburger for dinner.
Spider. A spider is a small creature with 8 legs.
Some adults have a fear of little creatures such as spiders.
Flow. To flow is to move easily and continuously in one direction.
The water flowed over the rocks and into the lake.
Amount. An amount is how much there is of something.
Can I use my card to pay for the entire amount?
Deal. A deal is an agreement that you have with another person.
I made a deal with the other company to give us some money.
Red. Red is the color of blood.
Jack is wearing a red shirt.
Quite. Quite means that something is a certain way completely or very much.
I think typing on a keyboard is quite easy.
Sport. Sport involves games like running, jumping, football, and tennis.
She loves watching sport on TV.
Ahead. If something is ahead of something else, it is in front of it.
The blue car drove on ahead of us.
Examine. To examine something is to look at it carefully.
The doctor examined my eyes today.
Common. If something is common, it happens often, or there is much of it.
It is common for snow to fall in the winter.
January. January is the first month of the year.
My birthday is in January.
Belief. A belief is a strong feeling that something is correct or true.
A preacher or priest should have a strong belief in God.
Desert. The desert is an area of land without many plants or water.
Not many plants grow in the desert.
Evidence. Evidence is a fact or thing that you use to prove something.
He used the pictures as evidence that UFOs are real.
Announce. To announce something is to make it known.
He announced to everyone his new idea for the company.
Bit. A bit is a small amount of something.
I ate a bit of chocolate before I went to bed.
Master. A master is a person who is very good at something.
My brother is a master of Taekwondo.
Novel. A novel is a book that tells a story.
He wrote a great novel about ancient China.
Bread. Bread is a food made from flour and water.
You need 2 pieces of bread to make a sandwich.
Sale. If something is for sale, you can buy it.
Everything for sale here is the same price.
Independent. If something is independent, it is not controlled by something else.
She chose to live an independent life in the country.
Actually. Actually means in fact or really.
My dad looks a little mean, but actually he's very kind.
False. If something is false, it is not correct.
If you think the answer is false, press the red button.
Respond. To respond is to give an answer to what someone else said.
When the teacher asked the question, we all responded.
Jail. A jail is a place to keep bad people.
He was sent to jail for taking other people's cars.
Neither. You use neither to connect two negative possibilities.
Neither the path on the left nor the path on the right will lead us home.
Inside. Inside means the inner part, space, or side of something.
The inside of the box was empty.
Chocolate. Chocolate is a sweet food made from cacao beans.
I made a chocolate cake for my mom's party.
Eat. To eat is to chew and swallow food.
You should eat breakfast every day.
Ask. To ask is to say or write something to get an answer.
Please ask questions if you do not understand.
Advice. Advice is an opinion about what to do.
I don't know how to study for my exams. Can you give me some advice?
Alive. Someone or something that is alive is not dead.
My grandparents are still alive, even though they are over 90.
Suffer. To suffer is to feel pain.
Her headache made her suffer all day.
Final. If something is final, it is the last part.
In the final part of the film, the man and the woman got married.
Diet. A diet is the food regularly eaten by a person.
His diet mostly consists of fruits and vegetables.
Suggest. To suggest something means to give an idea or plan about it.
He suggested that we go to see his boss.
Mail. Mail is letters and other things sent to people.
I get a lot of mail because I have friends all over the world.
Cost. To cost is to require payment.
These designer shoes cost more than the regular ones.
Life. Life is the time when a person is alive.
My grandfather had a long life.
Tour. A tour is a short trip in which you see many sights.
I took a tour of Asia and Europe.
Excellent. When something is excellent, it is very good.
I got an excellent score on my school test.
Idiom. An idiom is a phrase with a meaning different from its words.
The idiom, "when pigs fly," means that something will never happen.
Trip. A trip is a journey to a certain place.
Ken took a trip to the city yesterday.
Bite. Bite is the act of using your teeth to cut and tear into something.
The boy took a big bite of his hamburger.
Honesty. Honesty means the quality of being truthful or honest.
A courtroom should be a place of honesty.
Different. Different describes someone or something that is not the same as others.
Each of my sisters has a different hairstyle.
Pocket. A pocket is a part of your clothing where you can keep things.
She always had her hands in her pockets.
Physical. If something is physical, it is related to your body and not your mind.
Biking is good for your physical health.
Coast. The coast is the land by an ocean.
I stayed on the southern coast of Australia.
Center. The center of something is the middle of it.
The center of a dartboard is the most important spot.
Further. Further means at or from a greater distance or time.
The escalator is further than I thought.
Hang. To hang something is to keep it above the ground.
I drew a picture of my family, and my mother hung it on the wall.
Proper. If something is proper, it is right.
It is not proper to throw your garbage on the road.
Memory. A memory is something you remember.
The memory of my first time in the city will always be the best.
Risk. A risk is a chance of something bad happening.
I took a risk and climbed the snowy mountain.
Along. Along means down the length of a road, river, etc.
Walk along this tunnel for 10 minutes, and you'll see a door on the left.
Enter. To enter a place is to go into it.
2 guards greeted me as I entered the front door.
Captain. A captain is the person who controls a ship or airplane.
The captain sailed his ship to Australia.
Special. If something is special, it is unique and different.
The cupcake was special because it had blue frosting.